So you're looking to move to Northville, Michigan, and you're wondering what the $500,000 price range will buy you.
I could buy anything.
Well, that's what we're talking about on this video, and we're starting now. So if you're new here and new to me, my name is Paul and I make videos about all sorts of things about Metro Detroit, Michigan. So if you like that sort of thing, you should subscribe to this channel because there's a good chance I'm going to cover some of the areas that you're interested in. And if you would like to make a move anywhere in Metro Detroit, reach out because I'm also a full-time real estate agent and I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people make better decisions when buying and selling real estate all around Metro Detroit. And there's a good chance I can help you too. All right, so Northville, Michigan, one of my favorite suburbs of Detroit. $500,000, that $500,000 price range seems to be a pretty common one. And we're gonna talk about what it'll buy you here in the $500,000 to $600,000 range. I've got a couple houses that have sold recently and we're gonna look at sort of what's going on in the market. We've got one on Westminster Drive. It looks like it was on the market for a total of 5 days, originally listed at $450,000 and it sold for $515,000. So it appeared to be, you know, a $400,000 home, but it actually went a lot higher. It's 2,000 square feet and it was built in 2009. So sort of a newer-ish build. This isn't a new build, but it's newer. So you've got 4 beds, 3.5 baths. So this is sort of what you can expect in that $500,000 range. So sort of newer. Now the drawback to this location would be, we look here on a map and what you'll see is, if you can see my mouse right here, this is the dump. This is the landfill here, so it's sort of close there, but you've got a lot of awesome neighborhoods around here, but that's what the price range brings you. It's not far away from areas like Livonia, Plymouth, Novi, areas like that, so it's not too far out there. But it's not the closest to things. All right, so the next house that we have here is this one on Springwood Drive. A little bit different vibe to it. This was built in 1959, remodeled in 2020. It was originally listed at $530,000 and it sold for $540,000 in 3 days.
And it's gone.
So it gives you sort of an idea of how fast homes sell here. So if you see something you like, you got to jump on it quickly. The big difference with this one, aside from the age, is the size of the lot. I mean, this is on nearly an acre. You've got 0.9 acres of land here. So this one is fully remodeled. This looks to me like a flip, which is fine. You know, a lot of flips are done very well. You got a nice open flow, nice open floor plan here. And the location here, it's a little ways from the other ones, and it's a little closer to downtown Northville. You've got downtown Northville here, and you've got things like Costco and Target and everything over here next to Livonia. So Livonia is pretty close over here. If you look at the drive from places like this to downtown Detroit or the airport, it's not far. It's like 30 to 45 minutes is what you'll end up driving. All right, so this next one on our list is on Waterfall Drive, and this one was built in '84, so old but newer compared to like the 50s builds that you'll see a lot in other areas like Livonia, Royal Oak, Birmingham, stuff like that. This is a 2,500 square foot colonial. And it was originally priced at $479,000 and it ended up selling for $545,000. So quite a bit over after being on the market for 12 days. So 2 weeks and it's gone. So if you take a look at how these homes look here, you've got, again, a little bit older construction, not too old, but it looks like it was really well kept. So you've got some vaulted ceilings going on, pretty open. Nice looking place. A location of this one, it's right off a 6 Mile road. You have Edward Hines Drive right here, which is like a nature drive, so you could just drive along that, and you've got a bunch of trees and everything. And then right down here, you have Livonia. So Livonia is right here in this area. And then right up here, if we can zoom in, you can see where Costco and Target and everything like that is on a map. Next one on our list is on Knightsford Drive. This is in the Northville Colony Estate subdivision. Now these are built in the 80s. So this is 1986 build, remodeled in 2015. So it looks sort of newer on the inside, but it's smaller than some of the other ones. Got about 2,300 square feet, 4 beds, 2.5 baths. This is sort of your typical colonial built in the 70s and 80s. So if we take a look here on the inside, Looks like they did some really good landscaping. Looks like it's kept up really well. Nice looking place overall, but this sort of floor plan is very, very common for the area. Novi, Northville, Farmington Hills all has this exact same build at different price points. So depending on where you want to live, this house is probably available in any one of those areas. So this one was originally listed at $499,000 and it sold for $575,000. So right around $75,000 over asking in 3 days. And that's just how things are going around here.
And it's gone.
And again, this one is in that 6 Mile and Haggerty area, so a lot of these houses in that zone were built in the 80s and they're a little bit older. They're not the giant houses that you'll find in Northville. A lot of the houses in Northville are very expensive. They're $600,000 up. Your average price point in Northville, Michigan is $485,000, so that's average, but a lot of them are up into the millions. I mean, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I love Northville. You can check out some of the other videos here to see about the parks and the other things that you can do in the city. All right, so that brings us to this house here. Now this one is right at the top of the price point. This is at that $600,000 range. It is a older home for sure. It was built in 1965. It was renovated in 2018, but the big draw to this house is the fact that it's on 5 acres of land. So I know a lot of people moving here, they're looking for property, they're looking for land, and this one definitely has it. So that's why people gravitated towards it. So it sold in 13 days. It sold right at asking price, so it didn't go over. But if you look here on the map to see what it looks like, the lot isn't wide and open. It's a long hot dog style lot. So you've got this long piece of land where you have a long driveway going into the property, which is still cool. I mean, like, it's still great to have a piece of property like that, but that's what you can expect to pay for something like this. Now, if we look at sort of where it's at, it's beyond back, so it's 7 Mile and back. Now, right in here you see right here, it says Steeplechase. So Steeplechase is one of the most expensive subdivisions in Northville, and I talk about the most expensive neighborhoods in Northville, Michigan in this video. You can check that out when you're done with this one. So you've got Steeplechase, you have Stonewater, and a few other ones. These are some beautiful subdivisions around here, but they're newer built. So you have big estate style, newer homes sort of surrounding it, and then you have these older houses off, further in the distance. Now if we look at what you get for that, this one is a split level. So we do see a lot of split levels here in Michigan where you walk in your front door and then you can go either up or down. So they either call them raised ranches or split level homes. You have sort of living area here and a living area on the bottom, and you don't actually have a basement. So these are not my favorite type of layouts. I really do prefer just a ranch or a colonial style, but some people really like these. So if you're one of them, go for it. But this house is over 4,000 square feet, so it's 4,100 square feet. You have to remember that that is split. So that's like a 2,000 square foot home above, 2,000 square foot home below. You don't have a basement in addition to that. 4 beds, 4 full bathrooms. So $600,000, this is what it's going to get you in Northville. So what do you think? Would you want to buy a home in Northville for that $500,000 to $600,000 price range? If so, let me know. Remember, I can help. And if you are looking for another place to live, check out some of these other videos and playlists around here, and I'll see you there.